In the hospital after my delivery, my best friend shocked me by saying she stayed with my husband at night while I was pregnant. She cradled my newborn daughter in her arms while Tom stood motionless near the doorway clutching the coffee he had just retrieved from the hospital cafeteria. I asked her what she meant by spending evenings with him while I remained connected to my barely 12 hours past my emergency cesarean section. Jessica sat there with this pleased expression like she had accomplished something admirable. And told me not to worry because she had simply been attending to his needs since men cannot survive 3 months without physical intimacy. She explained that I stopped being available when I reached 7 months pregnant and the doctor prohibited physical activity. She adjusted my daughter's blanket with the familiarity of a mother while stating someone needed to care for him. Tom dropped his coffee cup and it splashed across the hospital floor as he demanded to know what Jessica was talking about since he claimed he had not seen her in months. His voice carried anger and I noticed Jessica's confident smile beginning to weaken. She told Tom to stop pretending and reveal the truth about Tuesday nights when he supposedly attended basketball games. She mentioned lunches at her apartment and last week when he allegedly cried in her bed about his fears of fatherhood. She delivered all this information while examining her manicure, though her voice grew increasingly desperate. Tom insisted she was delusional and pointed out he had been at basketball with his brother Jake, who was walking through the door at that moment. Jake looked confused as Tom asked him to confirm where they had been every Tuesday. Jake stated they were at the gym with their group and asked what was happening. Jessica's face flushed red as she pulled out her phone, scrolling frantically through photos claiming she had proof. She showed a picture of someone's back on her couch insisting it was Tom. He walked closer and examined the image stating it was literally just some random person's back and took my hand, swearing he had no idea what she was discussing. Jessica stood up trembling and accused him of lying. She claimed Tom had told her I became unattractive and boring during pregnancy. She said he told her he missed being with a real woman. My mother-in-law Linda entered carrying balloons and stopped when she saw everyone's expressions. Tom explained that Jessica was experiencing some kind of breakdown and claiming they had an affair. Linda laughed and said that was impossible because Tom had been with her and her husband Robert every Tuesday helping renovate their garage. She added that Tom attended virtual therapy sessions on Thursdays for his anxiety about becoming a father and she had driven him to his first appointment. Jessica's fabrications were collapsing around her as she insisted this was not accurate and claimed Tom wished I had terminated the pregnancy. Tom's expression darkened as he stated he had wanted this baby since the beginning and everyone present knew they had tried for 2 years to conceive. Jessica displayed more photos claiming they showed Tom's vehicle at her apartment building. Tom examined the images and pointed out the car was a silver Honda while he drove a black Toyota and asked if she was truly this desperate for validation. The nurse summoned security while Jessica continued spiraling and showed text messages she claimed were from Tom. He pulled out his own phone displaying every text between them with the last one sent 8 months ago when she asked about my birthday. Nothing existed after that because I had told him she was behaving strangely about my pregnancy. I finally understood she had been fantasizing about this entire scenario and none of it had actually occurred. Jessica turned toward me insisting it did happen and that Tom loved her. She claimed he said marrying me was a mistake and that she was prettier and funnier and better in intimate situations. Jake stepped forward telling Jessica she needed professional